I am back at my local Home Depot garden center, and spring is definitely in the air. We are in the very beginning of March 2024, but take a look at all the new, exciting plant inventory that my local Home Depot garden center got in stock now in March 2024. These shelves, racks were empty just a few days ago, but now they are filled with beautiful perennials, shrubs, hedges, as well as trees. And I cannot wait to share this beginning of March 2024 Home Depot Garden Center inventory with you, my fellow home gardeners. So without any further ado, let's get this inventory tour started. I want to start our inventory tour right over here with these beautiful yellow colored foliage shrubs. Let's take a look at the tag as always to get a better idea of what beautiful plant this is. So this is a full sun shrub. The shrub is called False Cypress King's Gold. There is the full botanical name. It says, why buy deer resistant, attractive foliage? And I must say that I agree. The foliage is beautiful. The combination of green and the yellow looks absolutely stunning. Let's go back to our tag. Mature height will be between 36 to 48 inches, so roughly between 3 to 4 feet. Let's turn the tag around, take a look at the care and maintenance instructions. Spacing 6 feet, hardiness up to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Watering, maintain moderately moist soil. There are the planting instructions as well. It says dig hole twice as wide and as deep as the pot. Remove root ball and place in hole so the top is even with the ground surface. Refill with half soil amendment, half native soil. Water thoroughly, fertilize upon planting. Finish with 3 inches layer of mulch. Very clear, easy planting instructions. Let's take a look at the pricing, of course. Here it is, $16.98 for these beautiful shrubs. Let's move right along and take a look at these beautiful shrubs. They do have quite a few of them right now. Let's take a look at the tag. As always, so this is a full sun shrub, beautiful green foliage. So this shrub is called the boxwood Calgary. Why buy deer resistant evergreen, which is always great for our home gardens. 24 to 36 inches will be the mature height, so they do stay on the shorter side. Let's turn the tag around. Care and maintenance instructions. Spacing 18 to 24 inches. Hardiness up to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Water 2 to 3 times per week until established. Also very clear planting instructions. So let's see if I can get us the price tag. Boxes, 3.785 liter container, $16.98. Beautiful plants. And of course you could trim and prune them to the shaping and the sizing of your liking. Moving along, we have some larger boxwoods right over here. I'm loving these tiny little blooms. So let's take a look at what this one is. Also a full sun shrub. This is the boxwood green velvet. So this one stays on the shorter side as well, between 2 to 3 feet. It says deer resistant and winter interest. So this is something different than the first boxwood which we saw. Spacing 36 inches. So I guess this shrub can get pretty wide. Hardiness minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. Planting instructions as well. And let's take a look at the sizing of this plant, of this container. So Bux's Green Velvet number 2 container, equivalent to 5.678 liters. This one is a bit more. This one is $24.98. They come in these black plastic containers, and they have a few of these shrubs as well currently in stock. Moving right along, we are seeing more beautiful shrubs right over here. Let's take a better, closer look at what these beauties are. Looks like they were trimmed and pruned very nicely. Looks like they're still dormant. There are new buds developing though. You could see them right over here. Let's get a better look at the tag as always. So this is our full sun shrub. This is the Forsythia Linwood Gold. So in the spring, this shrub blooms with an abundant amount of beautiful, bright yellow flowers. You could tell that this shrub does get pretty tall, up to 10 feet in height. I have a few of these growing in my home garden, and I must say they make beautiful border shrubs as well if you plant multiple next to each other. So this shrub is deer resistant and drought tolerant. Isn't this great? Let's turn the tag around as always. It says care and maintenance, blooms early to mid-spring, spacing 10 feet, hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Water weekly, more often until roots establish. Now let's take a look at the pricing. Let's see if I can get us a better price idea. So here you could see it says Forsythia. It is $26.98 for these beauties. And I love how they pruned them already to keep their sizing in check. But of course, they will grow, and they grow relatively quickly, my fellow home gardeners. And again, they will get to be as tall as 10 feet. I am seeing some great pop of color. Look how beautiful the foliage looks in the natural sunlight. The foliage is a beautiful combination of yellow, pink, burgundy, as well as this dark green coloring as well. And I'm loving the shape, almost sword-like shape of the foliage. Let's take a better closer look at that tag right over here, my fellow home gardeners. So this is a full sun shrub. It is called Yucca Color Guard. There is the full botanical name right over there. Why? By deer resistant, drought tolerant. So this shrub stays on the shorter side. Mature height can reach 20 inches. Let's take a look at the back of the tag. Blooms mid to late summer. Spacing 24 inches. Hardiness minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Water weekly, more often until roots are established. So very similar planting instructions. Dig hole twice as wide and as deep as the pot. Remove root ball and place in a hole so the top is even with the ground surface. Refill with soil amendment and have native soil. Water thoroughly. Fertilize upon planting. Finish with 3 inches layer of mulch. How much is this beauty, this yucca shrub? So this yucca shrub comes in a number 3 container, which is equivalent to 11.356 liters for the price of $29.98. But the color, let me show you again in the bright sunlight. Can't get enough of this pop of color. Moving right along, I am seeing some beautiful azaleas right over here. Beautiful, pristine condition foliage. Their foliage does turn this burgundy coloring while it's dormant during the late fall and winter months. However, in the spring, the foliage wakes up and turns to this beautiful bright green color. I love azaleas. They give such a bright, beautiful pop of color in the spring. Let's take a look at which variety of azalea this is. So azalea is a part sun shrub. This is the Violetta variety. Here is the full botanical name. It says Rhododendron X Hybrid. Why? By Brighton's Shade Gardens. Outstanding color. So it looks like this variety blooms in this bright magenta coloring. 24 inches mature height. Let's turn the tag around. Blooms early to late spring. Spacing 24 to 36 inches. Hardiness up to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Likes well-drained soil. Water new transplants. Imagine planting multiple of these shrubs next to each other as a border, and when they all start to bloom, wow, what an outstanding presentation that will be. Such bright, beautiful color in your landscape. Let's take a look at the sizing of the container as well as the pricing. So this is a number 3 container, equivalent to 11.356 liters, $29.98. Beautiful. Next to the azaleas, we have yet another beautiful blooming shrub right over here. You could see that the branches were also pruned to maintain the sizing. Let's take a look at this stunner. This is a part sun shrub. It is called California privet. There is the full botanical name. Why buy? Attracts butterflies, drought tolerant. I am loving the white colored blooms. As you can see on the picture right over here, this one does get taller, 10 to 12 feet. So it will be very tall and relatively wide as well. So this one blooms mid-summer, spacing 2 to 12 feet. Hardiness minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Likes well-drained soil, water new transplants. Let's turn the container around, take a better look. Here you see the name, Ligustrum, $29.98. And you could see that the foliage is still dormant. You could see the changes in the coloring. However, it is slowly starting to wake up. You could see some of the leaves are already turning bright green color. On this cart right over here, I am seeing some larger sized shrubs. They do come in significantly larger sized containers as well. Let's take a better look at what these are and how much they cost. So this is a full sun shrub. So this is a boxwood green velvet as well. So I guess this one is just a larger size shrub. Deer resistant, winter interest. So this one will get to be as tall as 24 to 36 inches. Let's take a look. Spacing 36 inches, hardiness minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. I am loving the green foliage. You could see that it was pruned as well to maintain the sizing and the shape, but the foliage is green, and boxwoods are evergreens, which is another great thing about the shrub. Let's take a look at how big this plant is, this container. So you could tell right over here that this is a Box's green velvet. So this container is a number 7 container, 24.6 liters equivalent. And this one is $69.98. But the condition, I must say, is absolutely pristine. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping, and I want to move on to these beautiful blooming perennials right over here. Take a look at the beautiful lavender colored blooms, especially in the sunlight. What a stunner. Let's take a look at what these guys are. These are full sun shrubs. They're called Heath Kramer's Red Rose. Here is the full botanical name. Why buy? Deer resistant, winter interest. 24 to 36 inches will be the mature height. Blooms mid-winter to spring. Can you imagine having these beautiful blooms in your home garden all winter long and all the way into early spring when everything is dormant and has no foliage on it? You can have this stunning pop of color in your own home garden. Spacing 24 to 36 inches. Hardiness minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. Apricot plant, 3.785 liter container, $14.98. Let's move on and take a look at these beautiful arborvitae shrubs. Various sizes ranging from taller to shorter. Let's start with this one right over here. Let's take a look at the tag. This is a full sun shrub, emerald green arborvitae, Smaragd. Why buy? Evergreen, low maintenance. 12 to 15 feet will be the mature height. Spacing 24 to 36 inches. Hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Water 2 to 3 times per week until established. So if you're not in a rush, you can get the smaller size right over here and pay $14.98. For those of you, my fellow home gardeners, who are looking for some privacy or border hedges and you want to get taller, more established shrub, you can go with this taller one. Let's take a look at the tag. So this is the emerald green arborvitae smaragd. So this is the same shrub, just significantly taller. So same care instructions. Says it's an evergreen, low maintenance, 12 to 15 feet, 24 to 36 inches spacing, hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It is required to be watered 2 to 3 times per week until established. Let's take a look at the sizing of the container. This one is $29.98, and it's not telling me how large this container is, but you could see significantly how much taller this one is compared to the first one that we just looked at. More beautiful arborvitae shrubs right over here, and this one is different than the first two that we just looked at. Let's take a look at this beauty. It is also a full sun tree. Arborvitae green giant. There is the full botanical name. Why buy? Evergreen, winter interest. 30 to 50 feet will be the mature height. Spacing 12 feet. Hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. Let's take a look at the pricing as well as the sizing of the container. Let me see if I can find it for us. There it is. Tuya Green Giant, $29.98, but it's not telling me the sizing of the container. But here is the pricing, and the condition is pristine, beautiful green foliage. Right over here, we have more beautiful, blooming, evergreen shrubs. And yes, you guessed it, these are our rhododendrons. Rhododendrons are absolutely stunning. They are evergreens, and they start to develop these beautiful flower buds right before they go into their dormancy phase. And once the air temperatures start to warm up, these buds open up and bloom with spectacular, bright, vibrant colored blooms. And you could see how many flower buds these shrubs have, which is a good sign. Let's take a closer look at which variety this is, as they do bloom in various colored blooms depending on the variety. So rhododendron is a part sun shrub, which is great for many home gardeners who don't have lots of direct sunlight. So this is the Minnetonka variety. There is the full botanical name, Rhododendron X hybrid. Why buy? Outstanding color, brightens shade gardens, which is 100% true, my fellow home gardeners. 4 to 6 feet mature height. Rhododendrons do grow to be pretty tall and wide over the years. So you do need to plant them in an area where they could spread out width and height-wise as well. Let's turn the tag around. Blooms mid to late spring, spacing 4 to 6 feet. Hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. I can't get enough of how many beautiful flower buds these shrubs have. And the foliage is nice and green. No brown, no dry leaves at all. Here is what the trunk looks like. So yes, it does look quiet, woody, and that is exactly what the rhododendron trunks look like. So this is normal. If you're going to see this on a rhododendron plant, don't be afraid, don't get alarmed. This is absolutely what it should look like. And let's take a look at the pricing. $39.98. Right next to the rhododendron, we have these beautiful shrubs right over here. They are still dormant, but as you could see, they are waking up. Right over here, you could see the new buds forming. on this one as well, all these new buds. Let's take a look at the description of what these are. These are lilac full sun shrubs. Here's the full botanical name. Why? By dairy resistant, drought tolerant, and they get very tall, 10 to 20 feet. Home Depot Garden Center got in some beautiful ornamental trees as well. Beautiful branches. Look at all these buds opening up. Isn't this just beautiful? Let's take a look at what this beauty is. This is a full sun tree. This is the weeping pussy willow pendula. There is the full botanical name. Garden showpiece, easy to grow, 5 to 6 feet mature height. And I must say that these are taller than me. They already look like they are about 6 feet. So I don't think these will grow any taller than where they are right now. Let's take a look. So blooms early to late spring, spacing 8 feet, hardiness up to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, water 2 to 3 times per week until established. Here are the planting instructions. I am loving all of these buds. This is just stunning. And let's, as always, take a look at the pricing. Let me see if I can find us the price tag. And there it is. Salix pendula, number 10 container, equivalent to 34.04 liters, $110 for these beautiful ornamental trees. Right next to the ornamental trees, I am seeing these apple trees right over here. And what's interesting is that they have bamboo sticks with ties holding the branches horizontal versus vertically. So I've never seen an apple tree that grows horizontally, so meaning sideways versus upwards versus vertically. Let's take a look at what this is. So this is a full sun apple tree. The variety is called Espalier, and it says garden showpiece, culinary uses. So you do not only get the landscaping, beautiful landscaping out of these trees, they also produce fruit. They produce apples. Take a look at the picture, my fellow home gardeners. You can plant multiple of these trees along a wall or the side of your house, and you can trellis it up to grow upward, almost like a vine. It says height varies. I guess it depends whether you're going to train this tree to grow sideways as it is doing right now, or if you decide to plant it against a wall and trellis it upwards vertically. Let's see right over here. Maturity, summer to fall. Spacing varies. Hardiness minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Like well-drained soil, water, new transplants. Let's take a look at the pricing of this Espalier apple tree variety. $110 for a number 7 container, 24.6 liter. Beautiful selection of fruit trees as well. Many more right over here against the wall. Quiet and abundance of various fruit trees. The selection is quite impressive, and it keeps going and going and going. Let's take a quick look at what fruit tree variety Home Depot has to offer now in March 2024. Looks like Home Depot got a few peach varieties in stock. Beautiful tree. Coloring of the branches is gorgeous. It's burgundy brown colored. The branches are filled with new buds all over. Let's take a look at what variety this is. This is a full sun peach tree. The variety is called Loring, Prunus persica. Why buy culinary uses? Abundant harvest. Isn't that awesome? It will get to be relatively tall, between 15 to 25 feet. It is a tree though, guys. Maturity in summer, spacing 15 to 25 feet, hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, maintain moderately moist soil. Let's take a look at the pricing of this beautiful peach tree, which by the way comes in a number 7 container, 24.6 liters, $69. $16.98. And these paper tags around the trunk of the trees have very clear planting instructions right over there. More beautiful peach trees right over here. Looks like they've grouped the fruits together, so it's easier for customers to make their selection. Let's start with this one right over here. Let me grab this tag. Full sun tree. This is a dwarf peach. Prunus persica, abundant harvest, delicious and nutritious. Same height, 15 to 25 feet. Spacing 18 feet. Maturity varies. Hardiness up to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. Planting instructions right below. Also beautiful buds all over the branches. Let me see if I can get us the pricing on this. So this is the same pricing, $69.98. Also a number 7 container. Let me see what other stunners they have over here. Here it is, Peach Contender, also a full sun tree. This one will reach mature height of 25 feet. Culinary uses, easy to grow. Let's see here, maturity, summer, spacing 25 feet, hardiness -30 degrees Fahrenheit, moist, well-draining soil. Check often as it's establishing. Let's take a look at the pricing. Same pricing, $69.98. So it looks like all of their peaches, regardless of the variety, you will be paying $69.98. Beautiful, pristine condition of the trees. Here is yet another peach variety. This one is called Red Haven. Wide by culinary uses, abundant harvest. 14 to 30 feet will be the mature height. Maturity summer, spacing 15 feet. Hardiness up to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintain moderately moist soil. The pricing is the same, $69.98. Here on the ground, I am seeing this shorter sized peach tree, but let's take a look. It is called Peach Red Skin. Beautiful coloring on the peach fruit. Culinary uses, abundant harvest. It will be shorter, 12 to 15 feet compared to the other varieties which we just saw, which can reach over 30 feet. Maturity summer, hardiness up to -30 degrees Fahrenheit. And you could tell that it is much shorter now compared to some of the other peach trees, but the pricing is absolutely the same, $69.98. So if you are looking for shorter peach varieties, Home Depot has them in stock right now. Beautiful. Various nectarine varieties as well, and these are much taller. These are at least 7 feet in height as we speak, and they will grow to be much taller than what they are now. Let's take a look at the first variety, Full Sun Tree Nectarine Red Gold. There's the full botanical name. Wide by culinary uses, abundant harvest. 12 to 14 feet will be the mature height of this variety. Maturity summer, 15 to 20 feet. Hardiness up to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Planting instructions on the tag as well. Let me see if I can get us the better pricing. Same pricing as the peaches, $69.98 for number 7 container. Let's take a look at what other nectarine varieties Home Depot got in stock now in the March of 2024. And here it is, nectarine hard-diered. 12 to 15 feet will be the mature height. Wide by culinary uses, delicious and nutritious. Maturity in summer, spacing 10 to 12 feet, hardiness -20 degrees Fahrenheit. This variety costs $69.98 as well. Home Depot Garden Centers also got persimmon trees in stock this year. Let me show you guys which variety they got this year. Full Sun Tree Ornamental Persimmon Fuyu. There is the full botanical name. Wide by culinary uses, easy to grow, 15 to 20 feet mature height, fall to winter maturity, spacing 30 to 40 feet. It does need a lot of spacing. Hardiness 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Water weekly, more often until roots are established. And let's take a look at the pricing. Same pricing, $69.98 for number 7 persimmon. Beautiful apricot varieties in stock this year as well. Let's take a look at what they have now. Apricot Moore Park, Full Sun Tree, culinary uses, abundant harvest, 15 to 20 feet mature height, pristine condition of the tree. Look at all the buds. Let's take a look. 15 to 18 feet spacing, hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, maintain moderately moist soil. Here they have yet another variety. This is the gold rich apricot, also full sun. Take a look at the beautiful fruit on the picture. This one will be a bit shorter, 10 to 15 feet, easy to grow. Let's take a look. 15 to 20 feet spacing, maturity in spring, hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Both of these apricot varieties are $69.98 as well. Here is another apricot variety. This one's called the Rhododendron. There is a full botanical name. Wide by culinary uses, easy to grow. This one will be between 12 to 18 feet mature height. Let's take a look. Maturity, summer, spacing 15 to 20 feet. Lots of new exciting apple varieties to look at this year. These are all different apple varieties that Home Depot has in stock this year, and many of them are brand new varieties which I've never seen before, sold at my local Home Depot store. Let's take a look at some examples of what they have in stock. They have Apple Lady in red, which gets to be between 8 to 15 feet. Beautiful red colored apples, spacing 12 feet, maturity in fall. Let's take a look at some other varieties right over here. They have the Fuji apple as well. 12 to 14 feet mature, sizing abundant harvest, culinary use, spacing 12 feet, maturity fall. The next apple variety is the Honey Crisp apple variety. Also beautiful red coloring, 18 to 20 feet mature height, culinary uses, abundant harvest, spacing 15 to 18 feet, maturity fall. What other varieties? Take a look at this one. Apple Yellow Delicious, 14 to 30 feet mature height, culinary uses, abundant harvest. The next apple variety is a full sun tree called Pink Lady Apples, 8 to 10 feet mature heights, summer through fall maturity, spacing 5 to 8 feet, hardiness all the way to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Beautiful. This next apple variety is brand new for this year, and take a look at the label. This one is called a combo apple because you have various apple varieties interbred into one tree. The mature height will be between 10 to 12 feet. Let me show you what I mean. So here is the trunk, and on the branches you see these multiple colored labels, and it tells you exactly which 3 apple varieties were interbred into this tree. So you have the Honey Crisp apple, you have the Spartan apple, and you have the Hyalus apple varieties. So your harvest will be apples of various sizes and various colors. Right next to that tree is yet another combo tree. Right over here is the tag. But take a look at what they interbred here. They interbred Honeycrisp. They interbred Liberty. They interbred a cane apple. They interbred Hyalus apple. And they interbred Spartans. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different apple varieties in one apple tree. Isn't this beautiful? Let's take a look at the care and maintenance. Maturity summer through fall, spacing 15 to 20 feet, hardiness up to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The combination apple variety comes in a number 7 container, equivalent to 24.6 liters. You would be paying $20 more, and the pricing is $89.98. Home Depot Garden Center also has the Ambrosia apple variety in stock as well. Full sun tree, beautiful coloring of the fruit. 10 to 15 feet will be the mature height. Maturity in fall, spacing 12 to 15 feet, hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So the Ambrosia apple variety is $69.98. The next apple variety is the Granny Smith, which is this green apple variety. 14 to 30 feet will be the mature height, spacing 15 feet, hardiness minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit, $69.98 as well. Next apple variety is very interesting. Look at how different the trunk and the branches of this apple variety looks. Very interesting. The branches are much thicker. This plant is much shorter compared to the other apple varieties. And I'm interested in seeing what this is. This is a columnar apple scarlet sentinel. Look how many apples you get from a single branch. Wow. 8 to 12 feet is the mature height. Abundant harvest. And guess what? It is great for containers. You can grow your own apples in containers instead of in the soil of the garden. Spacing 48 inches. Maturity summer to fall. Hardiness up to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. This beauty is $69.98 as well. Right next to it is a different company. This one is by Urban Apples, Garden Debut. This one's called Golden Treat. Kind of looks like Golden Delicious apples, but they are different. These are called Golden Treat apples. It's a tall on taste for limited space. Urban Apples grow straight up, creating an elegant tree for small landscapes and patios. Golden Treat has sweet golden apples and fruit in the first year planted. A choice of 2 varieties is required to cross-pollinate. I was just going to say the majority of apple varieties do need to cross-pollinate. So when choosing the correct apple variety for your home garden, make sure that you look up that variety and make sure to know whether you need 1 tree or you need to purchase 2 trees so they can successfully cross-pollinate. This beauty is $69.98 as well. Lots of beautiful cherry trees in stock as well. Look at all this abundant selection. And I want to start right over here with this full sun tree. So this is a sweet cherry coral champagne variety. There is the full botanical name. 30 to 40 feet, guys. Cherry trees get very, very wide and very tall. And this variety is known for its abundant harvest. Spacing 30 feet, maturity varies, hardiness up to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This variety is $69.98 as well. Let's take a look at what other cherry trees. They have the dwarf sweet cherry lapins, beautiful sweet cherry. This one will be shorter, significantly shorter, 12 to 15 feet. Also abundant harvest, culinary use. 15 feet spacing, maturity in summer. This beauty is $69.98 as well. The next cherry variety I want to show you is rare. I've never seen it sold at Home Depot before. This is the Bing Sweet Cherry, 14 to 30 feet, abundant harvest, summer, spacing 15 feet, hardiness minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. All the cherry varieties, cherry tree varieties are in number 7 containers, 24.6 liters, and the pricing is $69.98. Here is another rare cherry variety. I have never seen this one sold in my local Home Depot previous years. This is called the Sweet Cherry Rainier. There's the full botanical name. Abundant harvest, 10 to 20 feet. Look at the beautiful yellow-red coloring of the fruit. Maturity in summer, spacing 15 feet, hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Also $69.98. And then there is this beauty, the Black Tartarian. Very rare cherry variety. Take a look at the deep burgundy colors of the cherries. Almost look black. 12 to 15 feet mature height. Spacing 20 feet. Hardiness up to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Maturity summer. This rare cherry variety is also $69.98. Great pear varieties to look at as well, starting with this beauty right over here. This is a full sun tree called Pear 20th Century. Beautiful coloring of the fruit, 20 to 40 feet mature height, easy to grow. Let's take a look. 15 to 30 feet mature height, hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, maintain moderately moist soil, and I want to show you how beautiful these branches are. They are nice and thick, and the tree is waking up from dormancy. You could see all these buds that have already formed on this tree. This Asian pear variety is $69.98 as well. The next pear variety I want to share with you, my fellow home gardeners, is the Summer Crisp pear. Look at the beautiful burgundy colored pear fruits, 18 to 25 feet mature height, 15 to 18 feet spacing, maturity in summer, hardiness minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, also 69.98. Moving right along to the next variety, right over here. Take a look at this one, Asian pear shinseki. Beautiful, 30 to 40 feet mature height, culinary uses, easy to grow, spacing 40 feet, hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Cannot believe all these rare new pear varieties that Home Depot got in stock this year. And there is one more European Bartlett, 14 to 30 feet mature height. There's the full botanical name. The European Bartlett matures in the summer, needs spacing of 15 feet and hardiness up to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. All of these beauties are $69.98. If that selection is not abundant enough, Home Depot also has various plum varieties in stock this year, and some are new, such as this combination plum 4-way combo. Again, you have various plum varieties interbred into one. So you will get a harvest of various plum fruit, various sizes, various colors, 12 to 15 feet mature height, culinary uses, abundant harvest, spacing 10 to 12 feet, maturity varies, water 2 to 3 times per week until established. So this combination plum is $89.98. Another newbie for this season is this Plum Duarte. Don't they look like Italian prunes? Aren't they beautiful? 15 to 20 feet wide by, culinary uses, abundant harvest. Maturity in summer, spacing 10 to 15 feet, hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, likes well-draining soil. So the Plum Duarte variety is less. It is $69.98. Here is yet another newbie, European Plum President. Beautiful colored plums, 10 to 15 feet mature height, wide by, fragrant, abundant harvest, 12 to 15 feet spacing, maturity summer to fall, hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. This beautiful variety is $69.98 as well. Another beautiful plum variety is the Plum Santa Rosa. Full sun tree, 10 to 20 feet mature height, culinary uses, abundant harvest. Maturity summer, spacing 10 to 15 feet, hardiness minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. $69.98 as well. This is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here today on the sunny, mild, well, feels like a spring day here in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. In today's video, we take a full inventory tour of my local Home Depot Garden Center now in the first week of March 2024. So many new, exciting perennials, shrubs, as well as trees that have made their way to Home Depot Garden Center now in the month of March 2024. If you have enjoyed the content of today's video, if you found today's video to be useful, helpful, informative, in absolutely any way, show me that support by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comments in the comments section as well. Let me know, have you checked out your local Home Depot Garden Center inventory now in the beginning of March 2024? If so, what kind of exciting goodies did your local Home Depot Garden Center got in stock now, right before spring season finally arrives? I love reading each and every single one of your comments, my fellow home gardeners, and I personally respond to each and every single one of you. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed to my gardening channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor, what are you waiting for, guys? Super easy for you to do, super pleasing and rewarding to me. Just go below this video and click the subscribe button. If you are enjoying the content of my videos and want YouTube to send you notifications every single time I'll upload a new garden video, don't forget to click the bell icon as well. You will get notifications every single time I'll upload a new garden video. Stay healthy, happy, be well, each and every single one of you, and happy gardening, my fellow home gardeners, and I'll see you again in my new upcoming garden videos. Bye, guys.